Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Holly Shields and you're watching Kalkine TV. This is the Buzzing Trends, I should say. Today we're looking at 3 precious metal stocks shining amid the gloom of war. But before that, let's explore the reason for all this demand. Now, precious metals have recorded impressive gains in recent times. In fact, within the last month, the prices of gold, silver and platinum have jumped more than 8%. As geopolitical and economic uncertainties stemming from the Russia-Ukraine crisis have pushed the demand for safe haven assets up. Gold has surpassed the $2,000 level per ounce milestone on Monday, the 7th of March, for the first time since August of 2020, extending its rally to an 18-month high as geopolitical tensions between Russia and its Western allies escalated after Ukraine's invasion. And platinum as well has also jumped to a record high level last seen in July of 2021. Supply constraints ignited by the escalated tussle between Russia and Ukraine have driven the platinum market. On top of that, Western sanctions are hurting Russia's commodity interests and putting upward pressure on prices. The country's non-nickel is one of the leading suppliers of platinum globally, and the expanding sanctions could mean that Russian companies may find it difficult to sell their products in the international market. So the significant rise in demand for precious metals is supported by safe haven buying amid increasing tensions between both nations and fresh sanctions on Russia by the Western allies, which include the US and Europe. Then at the same time, a rise in crude oil and commodity prices have also increased inflation worries. The ongoing tensions between the countries are continuing to weigh on sentiment as the fighting has intensified over the weekend, and Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, promised to press ahead with his invasion unless Ukraine surrenders. To the markets now, and investors across the globe have taken positions in safe haven assets and positioned themselves out of equities, boosting the demand for these precious metals. So that said, let's have a scan over a few shining stocks as good as gold. And the first one on our list to have a look at is the gold exploration company Gladiator, which has recently announced that it had exercised its option to acquire the Rutherglen Gold Project. It's entered into a 12-month option to acquire 100% of the Rutherglen Gold Project on the 10th of February of 2020 to consider the payment sum of $50,000. However, due to COVID-19, a delay prevented the company from undertaking particular exploratory work, and it had wanted to complete before exercising the option. As a result, the option was extended to consider payment of the total sum of $25,000 plus GST to be deducted from any subsequent acquisition price. Gladiator has applied to the Victorian government to renew the license, which expired in October last year, and it believes that this acquisition will put the company in a strong position to take advantage of the current gold market, along with its 100% ownership of the Bendoc Gold Project. And at the moment, Gladiator stock is trading at 0.026 cents a share. Now, before we move on to 2 more gold stocks, it's time for a very short break.
Hi there, James Preston for Kalkine TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google, to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. Kalkine's Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Thursday on the Tech Beat, exclusive to Kalkine TV.
Welcome back to the Buzzing Trends here on Kalkine TV. Gold miner Newcrest Mining has been buzzing on the ASX since last week after the announcement of dividends. Newcrest began March's trade with an interim dividend distribution of 0.104 a share, taking the shares higher on the ASX. Then another push to its prices is coming from the Haverian feasibility study, which, as reported, is on track, and a report on the same is expected within the miner's full-year financials as of June 2022. Newcrest is also discussing an additional 5% stake acquisition in the Haverian joint venture. And other than this, the company has even obtained regulatory approvals for the acquisition of the Canadian Pretium resources. And to add to Newcrest's probably increasing reserves, kitty spiking gold prices are strengthening its share price further on the ASX. At the moment, Newcrest Mining shares are currently trading at $28.16 apiece. And now over to the WA-based gold miner Northern Star, which bills itself as one of the world's leading producers of gold. At the moment, its share price seems to be gaining on account of the global gold rush. The miner recently declared an interim dividend of 10 cents a share, up 5% on the previous comparable period. The dividend hike was backed by a strong financial position and high reported production numbers. And through realized prices for gold demand consistent, the revenue was pushed by higher gold volumes. Northern Star is also heading up with the inorganic expansion, recently bagging an exclusive rights to acquire up to 50% interest in the Canada-based Windfall project from the Cisco Mining Company. And as it stands, Northern Star stock is trading at $10.96 a share. Well, that is all for now on the Buzzing Trends, but tune in next time on Kalkine TV. This is Holly Shields signing off.